A lot of people believe that the LinkedIn Creator Accelerator program is only for people who have a very great following on the platform or who are so-called influencers. Well, guess what? Neither of them is correct. Ever since I took part in LinkedIn's Creator Accelerator program, I have been bombarded with questions from so many people regarding what the program is, what is the selection criteria, how can they apply, etc. And so I decided to make a very detailed video on everything that you need to know about the LinkedIn Creator Accelerator program in India. And I would also love to share my experiences with it. It all started in April 2022 when I saw a post by LinkedIn that they are opening up the Creator Accelerator program in India. Before that, I had seen posters for the same program in the US where a bunch of 100 people were selected and they were given mentorship and training and also a financial grant to keep posting on LinkedIn. At that time, I was very sad and felt very envious that why is something like this not available in India. So, when I saw the post for LinkedIn opening up the Creator Accelerator program in India, I was super excited and I decided to fill the form. Now, LinkedIn claimed that filling this form would only take 20 minutes, but to be honest, it took me more than 3 hours. I also had to record a 1-minute video regarding what my plans were, and it took me so many takes to finally make the correct video that I had to send. In a sense, I barely finished filling the form right before the deadline. And after that, I felt a great sense of relief because there were so many deep and detailed questions in the form and I was feeling very frustrated and very anxious while writing it. And once I was done, I was relieved that, chalo, ho gaya, this is done. Then we heard the results around 2 months later, maybe in the end of April, that I have been selected. When I saw the message, I was over the moon. To be honest, I had almost forgotten that I had applied for something like this and I wasn't much hopeful because, so many thousands of people must have applied from India and to be in the top 200, it is a huge deal. And I didn't know what to expect. But when I got the email that I have been accepted, I was so happy. After that, the program started in full swing in June. It is basically a 10-week program where you have to create 4 posts each week depending on your niche. So like I mentioned before, there was a long form that took me 3 hours. The main questions in that form were around this topic only, like what is your topic? What is your project? What topics do you want to post about during the program's tenure? I had chosen a topic about how writers can live the life of their dreams by writing exactly about what they want. That was my niche and that was the topic I was supposed to write consistently 4 times a week for 10 weeks. Before embarking on this program, I had been writing on LinkedIn, but I had been writing on a wide range of topics from productivity to self-love to reading and books. But this program really forced me to niche down. And the results that I saw in my stats were incredible. If you look at the screenshot from my stats, you can easily see how much difference the past 10 weeks have made. Aside from this daily posting schedule, there was also a financial grant, which I don't want to reveal how much it was because LinkedIn has never publicly revealed it as far as I know. But it was a lot less than the US cohort. But compared to the average Indian salary, this was a lot of money. And in addition to that, if you fulfilled all the criteria that were mentioned in the LiCAP guidelines, you also stand the chance of winning a bonus. And combined, this money was a lot of money and I was very happy with the financial grant as well. Aside from that, all the 200 people of the first LiCAP cohort were also given intensive mentorship and training sessions from industry experts like Radhika Gupta, Ankur Wariko, Nas, and Pooja Dhingra. These mentorship sessions were so useful. I also got a chance to ask a one-on-one question to both Nas and Ankur Wariko, and literally it was the highlight of my LiCAP whole program because the mentors were so useful and the comments they gave literally changed my content game. We were also given several sessions by other experts on how to make better videos, how to write better content, how to stay consistent, and all of these have been insanely helpful in my journey as a creator. After that, when the 10 weeks of the program were finally over, LinkedIn organized a grand graduation ceremony in their Bangalore office, and every member of the 200-member cohort were invited to attend the ceremony in person. When I entered the LinkedIn office, I felt a huge sense of accomplishment that, wow, I was a part of something really big and now it's over. Obviously, initially when I stepped into the office, I was a little terrified because there were so many amazing creators talking to each other and making conversations. And I was feeling a little awkward, like how do I just button into a group and start a conversation? But slowly, as I realized that almost everyone there was facing a similar issue and nobody is confident enough to just go and start talking to strangers, right? Everyone has some insecurities, some shyness, some awkwardness. But everybody was fighting it. Everybody was doing their best to start conversations. And I also was inspired to do the same. The LinkedIn office in itself was really beautiful and really, it had the vibe that if I sit there and work, I would get really creative ideas. We also had an all-access pass to the LinkedIn cafe, so we could order as many caramel cappuccinos or LinkedIn lattes as we like. My biggest takeaway from this whole 10-week program was the connections that I was able to build during this program. As I mentioned, there were 199 other members of this cohort, and we had a group on WhatsApp where we used to talk about every time we had any doubts. And talking with these fellow creators helped me realize that nobody is perfect in this journey of content creation. Nobody has it all figured out. But the more you talk with people, the more you make connections and the more you network, the better and more easier your journey will be. And I wanted to make this video as a huge thank you to all my fellow LiCAP members because without them, this journey wouldn't be even half as fun as it was. Regarding the next question that I get from people, how can I apply to be a part of this LiCAP? Well, the bad news is that you cannot because currently it's not open. But the good news is LinkedIn is definitely coming up with a second cohort very soon. So make sure you follow the LinkedIn for Creators page, which is there on LinkedIn itself. It has about 4 million followers. Make sure you follow that, turn on notifications. So anytime they make a new announcement for it, you are the first one to apply. It doesn't matter how many followers you have or what your niche is. All it matters is that you have the consistency and the grit to stick to the schedule of posting for 10 weeks and also adhering to the LinkedIn guidelines. If you take care of that, you should be fine, and trust me, it will be a fun, interesting, enlightening learning experience. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more. I'll see you again soon. Until then, stay awesome and keep smiling. Cheers!